She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Caroline Leavitt, a young, sharp, and unapologetic conservative powerhouse, has just turned the tables on The View, leaving Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin scrambling. And the wild part? She didn't even have to step on their stage to do it. After yet another attack from the hosts, Caroline refused to stay silent. Instead, she fired back, exposing their hypocrisy and tearing apart their tired talking points. Now, the backlash is so intense that rumors are swirling about ABC executives seriously considering pulling the plug on The View altogether. Yes, it's that bad. It all started when Joy Behar, who often presents herself as a feminist, made a shocking remark about Caroline. During an episode, Joy implied that Caroline only got her position as a press secretary for Donald Trump because of her looks, saying, "I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. The statement sent shockwaves through the media and sparked outrage across social platforms. Many were stunned that someone who claims to empower women would reduce a successful young professional to her appearance. The hypocrisy was glaring. The View hosts have built their brand on advocating for women's rights. Yet in this moment, they were undermining another woman's success simply because she didn't fit their political mold. While The View and its hosts often criticize conservatives, this attack struck a nerve far beyond political lines. Many viewers, even those who don't align with Caroline's beliefs, called out the blatant double standards. Feminism is supposed to support all women, yet Joy's comments suggested otherwise. One commentator described Joy's remarks as disgusting and pointed out how liberal feminism often applies different rules depending on a woman's political stance. Others took to social media, accusing the hosts of engaging in the very sexism they claim to fight against. But Caroline wasn't about to let Joy's jabs slide. Instead of ignoring the insult, she hit back hard. Taking to social media, she dropped a scathing response that left The View reeling. In a viral video, she called out Whoopi Goldberg for her claim that Caroline wouldn't have a platform without wokeness, making it clear that she had worked hard to get where she is, not because of any politically correct agenda. She also took aim at Sunny Hostin, criticizing her for frequently using race as a defense when faced with tough conversations. Caroline's response wasn't just about defending herself, it was about exposing the hypocrisy of The View and its hosts. Her powerful clapback only fueled the growing backlash against The View. The controversy grew so intense that sources say ABC executives are now reconsidering the show's future. With ratings fluctuating and more viewers calling out the show's biased narratives, many are wondering if The View is finally reaching its breaking point. Meanwhile, Caroline's fearless response has only boosted her credibility among conservatives and those tired of the mainstream media's double standards. While it's still unclear how this drama will end, one thing is certain. Caroline Leavitt has set off a firestorm that The View may not be able to recover from. Whether ABC decides to address the backlash or continue ignoring it, the damage has been.
Yeah, I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person.
Caroline Leavitt didn't hold back in her response to The View, calling out what she saw as clear hypocrisy and double standards. She pointed out that the show only supports women who follow their script and refuses to uplift strong, independent voices, especially conservative ones. They don't want strong women, they want women who agree with them, and I refuse to play their game. Caroline declared in a viral video that had people everywhere paying attention. She didn't stop there. Caroline directly called out Joy Behar for being a prime example of modern feminism's double standards. She argued that The View consistently mocks conservative women, tearing down their accomplishments while claiming to stand for female empowerment. If you're a conservative woman, they'll mock your looks, belittle your achievements, and try to destroy your credibility, she said. So much for empowering women, huh? Her words hit hard, and the audience took notice. Caroline also challenged Whoopi Goldberg, who had claimed that she wouldn't have a job without wokeness. Please, Caroline shot back. I didn't get where I am because of wokeness. I worked hard, unlike the unqualified diversity hires The View has been pushing for years. That remark left viewers in shock, and it was clear Caroline wasn't afraid to hit back. Her takedown of the show wasn't just about defending herself, it was a full-scale expose on how The View manipulates narratives and treats conservative women unfairly. The public reaction was immediate and explosive. The video spread like wildfire across social media, and soon, hashtags like #CancelTheView and #Caroline Leavitt were trending on Twitter. It's rare for a conservative voice to go head-to-head with a liberal talk show and gain this much traction, but Caroline's fearless approach struck a chord with millions. The View likely thought they could mock her and move on as usual, but instead, they gave her more publicity than ever before. Not only did they fail to hurt her reputation, but they also helped make her a household name. Behind the scenes, ABC executives are reportedly in a panic. Sources say that the show's producers are scrambling as the backlash continues to grow. Some insiders have even hinted that if things don't cool down soon, major changes could be coming, including the possibility of Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar being forced out. The controversy is making The View look worse than ever. And now, even their advertisers are getting nervous. Big-name sponsors are reportedly reconsidering their support for the show, with some already pulling their ads. No company wants to be associated with this level of controversy, especially when it makes The View look completely out of touch. Even longtime viewers are starting to question the show's approach, with some of their own fans calling them out for mocking a woman's success just because she doesn't share their political beliefs. One viral tweet summed up the situation perfectly. The View preaches empowerment, but mocks any woman who doesn't fit their agenda. Caroline Leavitt just exposed them for what they really are. Caroline's response also highlighted a larger issue that many people have been discussing: the growing divide in mainstream media. Many feel that liberal outlets like The View have become echo chambers that silence opposing voices, rather than engaging in real discussions. Caroline's takedown resonated with those who believe that conservative women are unfairly targeted and dismissed simply for their beliefs. The debate has sparked important conversations about bias in media, feminism, and whether platforms like The View are actually helping or hurting the causes they claim to support. The backlash is growing, and ABC is now facing a tough decision: clean house or cancel the show altogether. For years, The View has thrived on controversy, but this time, it might have gone too far. The outrage is bigger than any temporary ratings boost, and the network's credibility is now on the line. If ABC wants to salvage its reputation, it may have to take drastic action. So, could this finally be the end of The View? Has the show reached the point of no return? Did they push their attacks on Caroline Leavitt too far? And will ABC actually pull the plug after this disaster? Let us know what you think in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama.